Hello, everybody. Welcome to Machtails from the Cantina Live, episode number 78, the holiday sequel here. We did our first show a week ago, and we got a great show for you guys tonight. Brother Ian Basic is here, the guy that made it possible for all my independent film projects, longtime friend. Santa Claus is here, the man himself. Also, Richard and Sarah from Skywalking Through Neverland will be joining the show, as they usually do this time of year. And the Santalorian will be here as well. So grab yourself a cup of cheer, man. And speaking about a cup of cheer, I would like to raise my glass tonight to what would have been my dad's 80th birthday today. You guys know the story about my dad, how much he inspired my Star Wars fandom. If it wasn't for him passing, I would not be the fan that I am today. And of course, Rogue One. Rogue One turns 9 this year, December 16th. So very cool that my dad and Rogue One share the same birthday. So cheers to you guys and cheers to them as well. Hey, I invited a lot of people on the show today, but the schedules for everybody just seem to be jam-packed, as people are really into the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. And I want to plug something from bartender and artist, Brother Barry Harmon, and also Brother Tyler Page. There is live trivia in Chicago, live Star Wars trivia at Alulu. This is where Machtails from the Cantina did a live show a couple years ago. Great food, great beer, amazing prizes. Not raffle prizes. They're not giving stuff away. You got to earn it. Even though it's Christmas, you still got to work for it. There's a holiday cookie extravaganza with Star Wars themed tacos and blue milk cocktails. I believe they still make the blue beer as well. I had so many of those when I did my live show there. My tongue was fucking blue. Hey, remember guys, join Machtails from the Cantina on Patreon for free. I want to thank all my show producers along with my Patreon supporters. And somebody that I feel like I owe a life debt to, just because he's helped me create so much cool stuff. He's been on the show before. He's not on the show enough. You guys know him. You guys love him. Would you please welcome my brother to the show, Ian Basic, as we talk about music. Ian, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, man, I love it.
Listening to you describe your next guest, and I was like, thought I was going on first. Who the hell is he talking about?
Well, you and your wife were just here on Sunday. We were fortunate to do Christmas together like we did last year, but unfortunately we don't get to do it every year. Brother Brian Klein, the show producer Brian Klein, was supposed to be on the program today and talk about 3 albums that you should be listening to. But I figured I would ask you, what are your top 3 favorite Christmas songs? And I know this is a hard thing to do because I was just on Brian's podcast, So Cool, So Fun, and I had to pick top 5 songs, and that was a pain in the ass. It was very difficult to do. Give me your number 1 or your number 3 and work up.
Okay, we'll start with that. This is like anything, right? Like, it's always too much. Like your favorite movie. Like what are your top 5 favorite movies? Whatever, music. You list them and then you go back and you're like, well, what about that one? But my first, number 3 of the top 3, I'd say "Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy" by Tchaikovsky.
Okay, that song, I looked it up. A little fact about that song. That song is from 1892. And you had told me, I learned something about you on Sunday that I did not know. You are a huge fan of the Nutcracker.
Yes, I love it.
So
We're
this
split.
is your number
We're
three.
split. We're split in the house. There's Team Nutcracker and then there's Team Christmas Carol, and I don't know, Christmas Carol, that just depresses me. I know it's redemption, but I don't know. I like the whimsy of the Nutcracker. Um, just recently got to go see the ballet a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's more of a Christmas fantasy as opposed to hey, producer Brian Klein at home watching the kids, taking care of his wife that is under the weather. He says hello. All right, so the Nutcracker number three. Number two, what's your number two?
I'm gonna have to go. So we've got the classical. We'll go with the modern Ave Maria, Chris Cornell, which
Okay,
was
the
on.
modern.
Yes,
Modern.
that my modern pick.
Okay, I believe that song. That song I know was on Very Special Christmas number three.
Yes.
Now that song is older than I want to say the Nutcracker, but it's the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. So Ave Maria dates back to 1825. Now the thing that I find fascinating
when I say modern rendition.
Yeah, modern. Yeah, I got you there. I know Chris Cornell did not do this in 1825, but it's fascinating that this song is still considered modern because it's being covered today, still today, as old as it is. But the thing that I find fascinating about this song is it's played during Christmas time, but it's also played during weddings and funerals. I don't believe there's one song really that can share all three of that. I'm sure there might be one other one, but this is a well-rounded song. Now, that is a great version. There is a trumpet player called Rafael Mendez from Mexico. He passed away in, I think, 1981. His version is my favorite of this. And I felt so bad because I was at Courtney's house over the weekend, and her husband loves, like you, that Chris Cornell version. And I had a couple of drinks, and you know I love Chris Cornell. And I was listening to Rafael Mendez's song, and I was like, fuck Chris Cornell. And I felt...
Yeah, you can't say that.
I felt so bad. I felt so bad that
I'm out.
I texted my sister the next day, and I said, man, I feel really, really bad that I said that. And she goes, dude, you played the trumpet all over Chris Cornell's grave with that one. But yes, Chris Cornell, anything that he sang, whether it be a Sinead O'Connor song or a Michael Jackson song or all his Audio Slave and Soundgarden songs, just a true legend that died way too young, you know. Before we get to number one, that Very Special Christmas number three, is that in your collection, and is that something that you listen to on a regular basis? That's an amazing collection.
During the holidays. But yes, I do have it. I have a few.
I would hope you wouldn't listen to that in the summertime.
You know, I mean, some people, you know, my mom would.
Your mom's another Christmas nut. She's worse than me. Yeah, she would listen to Christmas music in June. There's no Christmas burnout for her.
Yeah, Chris, no. I mean, she'll post like the day after Christmas. 364 days until Christmas.
Oh, you know what? I got to get her on the show after Christmas, because I would love to have her on the show talking post-holiday blues, you know?
She's been in it for about 2 months now, decorating the house.
And she's still going. She's still going.
Yep, and spending time at the mall playing Mrs. Claus. So.
Yeah, got to get her on the show next year for sure. Okay, what about what's your number one? And how hard was this for you to pick as number one over these two wonderful pieces of music?
Well, there's so much I like, but the Christmas song, Nat King Cole, that is my all-time favorite. That's like we have to play that in the car on our way home from my aunt. We used to go to my aunt's house, my dad's side of the family. That song has to be played in the car. That to me, that's like Christmas Eve night on the way home to go to bed for Christmas the next day.
Okay, that's your Christmas Eve song.
Yeah, into Christmas. Like that has to be played on Christmas Eve. I mean, it can be played a lot of other times too, but
that's a Christmas Eve ritual for you.
Yes.
Is that song?
And we do a thing with the family where like if we're all in the car, we all get to pick a song to play. So everyone gets to pick their favorite Christmas carol or Christmas song to play. So.
Okay, so I had to dig up a fact on this one, and I learned something about this song on Saturday. Okay, Mel Torme wrote this in 1945, but Nat King Cole was the first one to record it a year later. And I did listen to the Mel Torme version tonight for the first time. And even though he wrote it, definitely his version is not even half as good as the cover, which is kind of funny, right? It happens with a lot of people, right? You write the song, somebody covers it, makes it, the staple, and then they decide to record it themselves. And it's like, that's just not as good as the first recording of it. I had no idea that Nat King Cole died from lung cancer, and he smoked so much. He died very, very young. Again, 45 years old he was. I had no idea. Did you know this?
I've heard that. Yes. Because his daughter was, I believe, really young when he died.
Yeah, and when they did that duet in the early 90s together, unbelievable, unforgettable. That was one of the first uses of, somebody performing with somebody that had passed on before, It wasn't too common in the early 90s. What's your Christmas morning? You got a Christmas morning song? You got a Christmas morning song?
No, nothing in particular. I like playing some crazy stuff. There's a lot of rock stuff out there that's really good. From metal to hip hop. The stuff is great. I love to listen to it, but it's not. I still love the classic Christmas songs. But I would shout out Elvis. Blue Christmas is a favorite, as well as the Grinch, the version by the Blue Meanies from Chicago, an old ska band. That's a fun one. They used to do a show called the Winter Nationals at the Metro on December 23rd, and they would play that song. Obviously, every year they did that. So that was something I shared with my sister, and I would go see those shows every year.
Not to end on a Debbie Downer here, but what would you say is your least? Do you have a least favorite song, Christmas song?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I had mentioned this to you. The Paul McCartney Christmas song. Now
Wonderful Christmas Time. I think that is.
Yeah. I love the Beatles. I love Paul McCartney. I don't know. It's just something about that song. It just irritates me. I won't shut it off. Obviously, I'll listen to it. I'll sing it. But it just, I don't know. It just, it kind of bugs me. But the ones that everyone like Wham. I love George Michael. So I love that regardless. I love George Michael. So I'll never crap on that. The Mariah Carey. That song, I know people are like, oh, yeah. No, I dig it. My sister is a big Mariah Carey fan, so I can't hate on Mariah Carey.
So you got to put up with a lot of negative bullshit like Star Wars fans do.
You like what you like, and it's your own opinion, and it's fun to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Hey, we love you, brother. Merry Christmas again to you and the family. I was glad that I was able to get some holiday time in with you, and I'll see you sooner than later, man. We got some projects we're going to be working on the first of the year. So
sounds good.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Merry
Thanks
Christmas
for having me on.
Hey, cheers,
Merry
man.
Christmas.
We'll see you next time. See you. Hey, without further ado, we can't have him wait in the green room any longer. He's got a very, very, very busy schedule. For the first time on the show, we've had the Santalorian on. He's going to be joining us later today. But Santa himself, Santa, you got a very, very busy schedule. I thank you so much for joining the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you are 1,755 years old this year. How are you holding up?
Well, Chris, for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. However, I do have some aches and pains occasionally, particularly in my back. And, the reindeer are helping with that. They like to walk on my back and help me out with that. The best one is Prancer. Once he's done with my back, I feel better than a kid in a candy store.
Hey, what's Santa's favorite candy, by the way? You got a favorite candy?
I do like Snickers.
Okay, Snickers. Not Snickers over candy cane then.
Yep. But the candy canes are fun as well. But I guess the chocolate and the peanuts. I just try not to have those around.
You can't beat it.
Try not to have those around.
Snickers. You can't beat a good Snickers, and it does satisfy the hunger. Okay, right. Way back, you had received the gift of eternal life for your kindness. Obviously, 1,700 something years ago, if you were a Jedi, and to me that's a power, right? So, if you were a Jedi Knight, what would your Force ability be?
My power, Jedi power, I would be Force healing. I'd be able to heal myself after the long nights of delivering toys. When I get back home to the North Pole, it would cure all my snap, crackles, and pops.
So even though you are immortal, you still feel pain.
I still feel pain, unfortunately, yes. And the other thing is I'd like to, I love giving the good cheer to everybody. By having that Force healing power, I would love to cure other people that aren't as lucky. So that's my.
Well, of course, I could imagine Santa wouldn't want it any other way. Now, I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies nightly, and there's been this reoccurring theme that the people in these films, they've lost their Christmas spirit. The kids, they want cash. They only care about their iPads. They don't even really care about Santa. Is this something that you find true in the year of 2025? Because these weren't films,
Yeah. Well, I know it's in the films, but personally, I've been witnessing some people doing some great charitable work. I've also witnessed today, I was out taking my elf to the doctor, and I was out and about wearing my nice red hat and my fleeced red hoodie. And I had seen many kids coming up to me with joy on their faces. There was one particular girl that just lit up like a Christmas tree when she saw me, and it just brought me to, it was so humbling, and my heart grew 2 sizes because of that. So I was very, very pleased to see all that.
Now, how's the elf doing? Is he done for the year?
Doing great. Yep, the elf is doing great. He had a great checkup, so no issues. But I was very happy to take care, help him out, get to his doctor visit. So
overall, have people been generally good this year overall, or is it?
I would say
overall.
In a different
time,
Yeah, we are. I think for the most part, again, like I've witnessed, I think most people are good. I've seen people wanting to do good, helping other people, and that's great to see. Help the fellow man. That's my saying, and I really truly believe that. And
So that's good. So overall, you're happy.
Yes, I am.
So yes, Santa's always looking on the bright side. That's a good thing. That's how we want you to be.
That's right. That's right. I see the good in everybody. Everybody.
You see the good in everybody.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody's got at least. I mean, look, even Scrooge had a little good in him, right?
Well, just like Darth Vader, he had a little good in him.
Darth Vader, the Grinch, Scrooge, know.
Yep.
In the end, and there's always room for redemption. That's obviously what Star Wars taught a lot of people.
That is true.
Okay, you talked about your favorite candy. Now, what's your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie is the fruitcake cookie. It is so nice and moist. Every bite has a bit of fruit in it. It's so delicious.
Now, I've never heard of the fruit cookie. The fruit cake cookie.
Yep.
Is that? Yes. Say that really fast 12 times.
Right.
I know you travel the world. Is this something that you get in the States, or is this something that you get overseas?
Well, I just had some when we celebrated Thanksgiving at the North Pole, and I just had it there, and it was very, very good. What I'm seeing from other parts, and I can tell you my favorite place to travel to is Germany. They have a butter cookie, and it's called the Butterplätzchen. And it's very good. They also have Pfeffernuss, which is molasses, has some honey in it, and some ginger. It's almost like gingerbread, and it's so delicious.
No,
one can tell.
Hey, out of every country you've gone to, does Germany have the best food?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes. But I mean, everybody has good food. I'm just, I guess, being Kris Kringle, I have a little German background, so I do a little bit biased. So,
okay, I know in France they leave out wine for you. Does anyone leave out bourbon or rum for you on Christmas Eve? And do you partake in any of that?
Most of the places I go to, I get the milk and cookies, and I do partake in that. Now, occasionally I will have some eggnog, and they will have some rum in it. And yes, I do take a sip. I do not drink the entire glass because Santa's got to drive that sleigh. So.
Now, do you prefer? No, I thought the reindeers do most of the driving in a sleigh.
They do most of the actually the directing. They do most of the work. So, but I got to be in my right mind to do that. So I got to be real.
Even Santa doesn't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's right.
But you do prefer rum in your eggnog instead of bourbon?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, okay, you've had a busy season. We're not done. We're not out of this busy season yet. Obviously, Christmas Day is just around the corner on December 25th. Where are you going for vacation this year?
Well, once the holidays are done, I plan on going to Nashville. Santa loves the country music, and I'm going to be changing my stocking cap in for a cowboy hat.
Now, I think that's kind of cool because Burl Ives is considered a Nashville singer.
Yes.
You're familiar with Burl Ives, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah, with the Rudolph, yes.
Now, do you have when you're on that sleigh? Do you listen to music?
I like to listen to, I believe it's not Manhattan Transfer, Mannheim Steamroller.
Mannheim Steamroller, yes.
That's right.
When you're playing the sleigh, you listen to that.
Yes, that is very soothing.
Yeah, I could see that being some kind of energetic, we got a lot of shit to do tonight. Excuse me, my daughter knows I'm on the naughty list. My daughter tells me every year if I didn't swear, I wouldn't be on the naughty list. So Santa, you gotta. But I know you said that you see good in everybody. So I'm sure you can tell I have a little bit of that. What's your favorite Star Wars film? A little Star Wars question for you.
I like Empire Strikes Back. that planet Hoth reminds me a lot of my home, the North Pole. Lots of snow, lots
See
of
that?
cold. Yep.
You feel like you're at home watching that movie. Now, this
That's
is
right.
the POV from the snow speeder.
Right.
Would you say that's kind of a POV from Santa's sleigh?
That's right. That's very right. Yep.
I wonder if during Christmas time if they have any Mannheim Steamroller that they're just jamming out in the snow speeders.
I think that'd be cool.
That would be super cool. What
Yep.
is the most popular Star Wars gift of all time that you delivered over the years? God, you delivered the early bird kit.
Yeah, I would suggest, from my take, it is the Lego sets. All the Star Wars Legos, those are hot, hot, hot. The kids
The
love
Lego
them.
set.
Yes, the Lego
Those
sets.
are even.
Yeah. Then secondly, I would say the action figures. The action figures are great for the kids. They get to use their imagination, but the adults love those too. They use them for dioramas and making movies. So Legos and the
Yeah.
action figures, I would say, are the best Star Wars.
Now, okay, you gotta rewind the clock a little bit, and because you're 1,755 years old, it probably feels literally like yesterday. But take yourself back to the late 70s, early 80s. Would you say that Lego Star Wars is more popular than what we Star Wars fans call vintage stuff?
I would say if you're looking at the entire compass from start to now, I guarantee the Star Wars Lego playsets outdid the others. And
yeah, because
I hope my information, the elves gave me the information. I hope that is true. But I've also
it would be hard to argue with that, because if you look at Lego and how popular those are, everybody from kids to adults collect those. Hey, right. Brother Ian Savage is watching tonight. Again, guys, go back and listen to So Cool, So Fun about the I was going to say Star Wars Christmas music, but the Christmas music that we talked about. Sorry to interrupt you there, Santa. Another question that I have for you. So Ian Savage, he just interrupted the conversation. Hopefully that doesn't earn him a spot on the naughty list.
I'll forgive him.
Okay. Now, what about this year specifically? Is there a toy that's more popular than Star Wars Lego that people are asking for?
Well, this year, Pokemon is winning. It's the
Pokemon is winning.
Pokemon trading card game.
That's still popular.
Still popular. The elves cannot keep, they cannot keep up with printing those cards. The minute we get them, more and more requests, and even adults now are asking for them as well. They are so.
It's going to be the next Lego.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be the takeover, because you have all these generations of people, buying and collecting this stuff.
That's right.
This is a deep question, but this is what we do here on Machtails from the Cantina. What does Christmas mean to you? What does Christmas mean to Santa?
Christmas means to me the joy of being with family. Just as the baby Jesus blessed us all, our friends and family, being around them for an entire day, the joy, the laughter fills the room. That is the greatest blessing right there.
Yeah, amen to that. And you know what? I got to tell you, there's this book that my daughter got from her grandma. It's called A Place for Santa. And it's about you mentioned Jesus, and of course, that's why we're celebrating the season. And it was one of those things where I used to get angry when people called you Satan Claus, because they thought that you were overpowering what this holiday had originated from originally. And this book just tells the nice story how you and him can coexist. Yep. A place for Santa. So anybody that wants to co-mingle the festive side and the spiritual side, I highly, highly recommend that book. Last question for you, Santa, before I let you go. Do you ever get anything for Christmas? I know you are the giver.
I am the giver, and I love giving out. That is the best reward. And seeing my gift, I guess, would be seeing the smiles on people's faces when they open their gifts. There's the sheer joy and happiness. That's what it's all about.
All right, Santa, thank you so much for all your time. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Thanks for taking the busy time out of your schedule. Out of your busy schedule, I should say, and joining us. Hey, we'll see you on Christmas morning, man.
Thank you for having me, and I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a very joyous and happy and prosperous New Year. Take care.
Hey, can I get, you always say it in threes. Can I get one? Can I get a ho, ho, ho?
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Hey, cheers, Santa. We'll see you next time. We are waiting the arrival for our next guest. Man, I got to thank Santa for having us on the show. There's a Pokemon cards there. You got him there, man. You got him there. Hey, Matthew, while we're waiting for our friends, Richard and Sarah from Skywalking Through Neverland, let's talk a little Rogue One. It came out on this day in 2016. I did want to mention that when Ian was on the show, I talked to Ian from the parking lot when I was leaving the movie theater, and he was like, "What did you think?" And I'm like, "I can't answer that." And I think it was really one of the only Star Wars films that I could not answer because I felt like I got slapped in the face by K2SO so hard. I mean, I had zero expectations. Completely blew my mind. And it's still, I know you guys have been watching the show for a long time. You've heard me say Empire is my favorite, then Revenge of the Sith, and for a long time, Rogue One is my favorite. I think it's hard to, now that the smoke is cleared, Matthew, I'm kind of like you. I'm like, I can't say one of those is better than the other. They're all just good films. What was your take on it when you originally had seen that film?
I enjoyed it a lot. I saw it with my kids. I had just moved from Tampa to Gainesville, Florida to do my PhD at University of Florida in 2016 that summer. So my kids were still living in Tampa, and so we went and saw it at a theater in Brandon, actually, which is next to Tampa. I got us tickets, and we were in the very, very back, like the furthest row back, and then it was like over in the corner too. So it was kind of weird seats that were like in an alcove almost in the back of the theater. But yeah, we all watched it together, and I really enjoyed it. I especially liked seeing how they kind of fit in the Rebel pilots from A New Hope. You know, they had the X-wing and the Y-wing pilots there, and I really enjoyed the Chirrut Imwe character a lot as well. I wanted to, I was sort of sad that the characters ended up dying at the end because I liked a lot of them and I wanted to see more from them. So it was kind of nice that we at least got the Andor show and we got to see more of Cassian and some of the other characters. But I wish we could have had more from the Guardians of the Wills as well. I know they had a little book that they adapted as a comic or a manga series, but I would have liked to see more from those actors in the Star Wars fandom. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite movie like it was for you, but it's definitely one that I've liked, and I feel like it's even better now that we have the Andor series as well. Do you feel differently about it after seeing Andor? Like did Andor enhance it for you, or do you think it just stands on its own and you don't need to see Andor to like it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would have to say that if anything, it maybe enhanced it a little bit. It didn't change it for me by any means, because there were so many other characters that they focused on throughout Rogue One. It was nice to get the backstory on Cassian. It definitely didn't ruin it for me. One of the things that I want to make clear too is that a lot of people, you and I do not, but a lot of people complain about this Disney era that we're living in, which I'm loving, and I know you are as well, and I know Brother Brian Klein does too, and a lot of you other guys. But you can't forget, Rogue One was part of that you know, uh,
Yeah.
part of that family tree, I guess, that Disney had created, and I think it's so important that does not get overlooked. And one of the things that you mentioned that you didn't really care for because you wanted to see more of was that everybody had died, and I think for me, the fact that everybody did die was, I think it was so intense and so emotional that I think that really put it to the top for me. I mean, if you look at Revenge of the Sith, if you look at Empire Strikes Back, those are really three heavy emotional movies. Rogue One definitely being the winner on that. But I think if everybody would have lived during Rogue One, I don't know if I would have liked it as much. Because it was
Yeah,
that
I'm not
impact
saying
of
they should have lived because I mean, obviously they couldn't. Like they all had to for that story to complete itself.
yeah, sure.
I mean, like you wouldn't need to send the plans off to Leia if they survived. So yeah, I think they had to. But I mean, it still made me sad though. Is what I was saying is that I was sort of sad that I wasn't going to get any more with a lot of those characters.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a little bit of a missed opportunity, there. Which, it's not too late for them to do a Journal of the Wills story either. And another thing, we won't talk about it on this show. I wanted to talk about Rogue One at least a little bit on the holiday show tonight because today is the anniversary, minus the red carpet events that happened, on the 15th and maybe even the 14th. Well, we can't forget, we celebrated Revenge of the Sith anniversary this year. Can't forget about the 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens. But before I bring on my next guest, what was your takeaway from The Force Awakens? Is that something that you will die on that hill defending that movie? Because I think that movie didn't get the love that it deserved.
I mean, I think at the time it did. I think people kind of universally liked it. Like I didn't hear anybody complaining about, well, I mean, I'm sure there were, but I feel like most people didn't complain about Disney until after The Last Jedi came out. I think people mostly liked it.
That's true.
Like obviously there's people who were critical of The Force Awakens and, were saying that it was kind of repeating a lot of things. But since it was the first film back, I think people were okay with that. Like I was okay with that. And at the time I really loved it. And because there were so many like possibilities, because we didn't even really get to see Luke until the end. And Luke's my favorite character. And we didn't know much about Rey yet, or even, like why, Kylo Ren was acting the way that he did. So there was all these like, possibilities. And so it really, got me thinking. And also it made me super sad. Like I remember specifically, watching that and I went home and I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about, Kylo Ren killing his dad. Like how bad, could things have been for you to kill your own father like that? And I remember like it made me really depressed for like a week just thinking about it because I lost my father, young as you did as well. And that's something that sort of like hovered over my whole life, since he passed away. And so just that whole circumstance, like it really hit me hard. And so I was really, attached to that Kylo Ren character too. And like I really was imagining like what could have happened with him to make him, that hurt that he would want to do something like that.
Yeah, I was going to save this for the end of the show, but you brought it up, and it's absolutely horrible what happened to Rob Reiner. Essentially being stabbed to death by his own son. I don't know. I didn't follow the news after the midday break, so I don't know if he's been charged. But if that's how it went down, that's like a real life Kylo Ren Han Solo story, And I just could not imagine that. And there's so many people that make these, and I know Santa said that he sees the good in everybody, and there is some truth to that. But there's some people that just make some really bad choices that once you cross that line, it's hard to come back from that, It really, really is. But anyways, we got to bring the show back up. We got to bring the show back up. Without further ado, we are going to bring on Richard and Sarah from Skywalking Through Neverland, our good friends, as we go full-on widescreen. Merry Christmas to you guys. Oh, we might have a little... Hold on a minute. We got some technical difficulty.
Oh, there we go.
That was me. Sorry.
All it takes is a mute button.
That was the Ghost of Christmas Past, I believe it was.
Absolutely.
That was messing. How are you guys doing?
We are doing very, very well, enjoying a good holiday day. Just got back from Disneyland, and now we're just running a whole bunch of things, a bunch of errands, and we stopped off here at Santa's Village.
Yeah. Should we show off Santa's Village?
Yeah, let's do it. Santa was just on the show earlier. Are you at Santa's Village?
What? We will be here. Hold on. Let me see. Can I change this camera around? No. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Here we go. All right. Hold on. Wait. Bring those. All right. Here we go. We're gonna. Oh. Well, there's Santa right there. Santa. All right. Are we ready, Richard? Are you gonna give us the tour? Okay.
Richard's gone.
Oh.
We're on the go list. So we're in good with Santa. It was nice. How are you? Oh my goodness, look at you. You've grown so much. Oh my goodness gracious. And you've really grown so much. Gotta watch those cookies, my friend.
Oh no. Oh, fun. They love it.
Yeah, we told them that you were on the good list, guys. And please don't make a lie out of us.
Thank you, Santa.
This Santa's elves.
Hi, Santa's elves.
In disguise.
We're getting a full-on treatment here. Oh my God.
Yep.
Thank you for putting in a good word for me that I'm on the nice list, because I've danced on that naughty list for so many years because of my potty mouth.
Oh. Uh-oh. You have a bad potty mouth. Hold on. Oh.
Obviously, hey, you know what? So we're going to confuse this show is for 21 and older, because I was going to say we had Santa on earlier, but we do understand that Santa has a lot of helpers. And Santa...
He's got a lot of clones, as we call them.
Yes, clones. Clone troopers, clone Santas. Because, man, 1,755 years old he is this year. I know he can't do it all alone. And we just proved it on Machtails.
Yeah, it's almost unnatural.
Yes, Santa is multiverses.
Yes, Santa is multiverse.
It's not just for Marvel anymore. But now Santa is tapped into the multiverse.
The Santalorian is joining us a little bit later on after you guys. But hey, I wanted to ask you guys. I know you guys entertain for a profession. Have you been super busy this year in your field of work? And Richard, if you don't mind, after you guys both answer that question, you told me a story down in Texas that I was like, you know what? That's how you guys ended up back on the holiday special. I'm like, that story has to be shared. But how has this year been for you guys, or this season, I should say, with your entertainment business?
Very, very busy. I believe this is our first day off since Thanksgiving.
Like Thanksgiving. Yep.
And we said, hey, we're gonna have a day off. We're gonna spend it with you guys. So it's been really
Mickey Mouse and Santa, right?
Yep. And it's been a very good season. It just goes by quicker and quicker every year, and we're almost sad to see it wrap up in 10 days. 9 days now.
Sure.
Oh,
you guys get the post Christmas blues, the holiday crash.
A little bit.
Yeah, we
do
kind of
enjoy-
decompress.
We decompress. We enjoy like actually binging some Christmas movies and things in that week between Christmas and New Year's. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time to ramp up.
You unwind, you relax because you guys have been busy during this part of the year, and you guys have been busy all year. Let's face it. So what, Richard? That story, if you don't mind sharing that story again, because it is a holiday story. Was that one of the strangest things that have happened to you?
No.
I would love to hear the strangest, but if you had a little bit of you had a little bit of an experience with Britney Spears herself.
That is correct. So this one year I was friends with Santa, and I went up to her place, and I was there as just to entertain her two kids on Christmas Eve, and they didn't really want to have any. They were kind of shy and scared.
They were young, right?
They were very, very young, like 3 and 4 years old. And I was looking at their Christmas tree, and I see a little Rudolph on their Christmas tree. So I said, "Hey, let's sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer." And I start singing, and then Brittany harmonizes with me, and that was one of the most surreal moments, because I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to forget the lyrics, because here she is. She's got a beautiful voice. She's got a very, very beautiful voice.
Yeah,
a lot of people will say, "Oh no, it's all filtered and electronic," but no, she's got a very, very beautiful voice. So I sang Rudolph, and she sang backup. And unfortunately, there was no one. There was only the 4 of us there, so there was no one recording it. So I don't have anything to prove this, but it's right inside of there.
We believe you. That is one of the many characteristics that we like about you, is that you tell the truth. So I'm sure you had to have been nervous singing with Britney.
I was extremely nervous because if you've ever heard me sing, then you'll know, Rich, please don't ever sing it again. But this time, apparently I did pretty well, and she sang backup. And if I was gonna make anything up, I would have said that I sang Christmas carols with Carrie Fisher. Then I'm gonna make things up. But
exactly.
Yeah, I went over to Carrie's house, and we sang the Life Day song on Christmas Eve. That's a Christmas story. But right now, all I have is a Britney Spears story.
Hey, that's a good one. And she was respectful towards you when you sang. And
oh, she was very respectful. And never did she say, you can see yourself out now.
I listened to her audiobook this summer with my wife, and she seemed like a nice person that was in a very, very bad situation from time to time. That unfortunately, that's part of the story. But the good part of the story is that you did a duet with her at her house. It's amazing. So what is the strangest thing that had happened to you during the holiday season? That was the most surreal. What about the strangest thing during the holiday season when you guys were working?
Kind of think.
Oh,
my goodness.
Strangest thing was being chased by Rob Lowe across his backyard as Santa. And that was another really wacky thing. And
wait, you were doing the Santa part, or Rob Lowe was doing the Santa part?
That was the night where I was friends again with Santa. And I'm running, and I'm sneaking around his backyard, and he comes out with his 2 boys, and they just start chasing Santa. I'm like sprinting across his huge estate in the Santa outfit. And I'm thinking, boy, if you could have told a Rich Woloski in 1985 that Rob Lowe is chasing him, he never would have believed you. So, you know what? That may have even been the same year too. It may have been the same year that I went to Britney Spears, and then 2 hours later, I'm being chased by Rob Lowe.
That was a wild and wacky year in Hollywood, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
No, well, here we just call it a Sunday.
Yeah.
And you're telling me this story, and the first thing I could think of is the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special when Kevin Bacon is running from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, you've seen that special, I'm sure, a handful of times, yes?
Oh yeah. In fact, we were just talking about watching it later on tonight.
Yeah, we finished watching Spirited, which is now my second favorite holiday movie of all time, with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. And it's
Yes,
basically
yes.
the Christmas Carol retelling from the point of view of the ghosts, and it's a musical. I mean, how can you get better than that? It's amazing.
Yeah, I had seen that. It was a great movie. What? You say that's your number 2. What's your number 1 of all time?
Oh, number 1 would have to be Love Actually.
Oh, you too, Richard? That's your favorite?
It is. Oh, him too, right?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
So beyond Star Wars, which is the movie, any of those Star Wars movies, by far we quote, the most in our home. Love Actually comes second after Star Wars movies in how much we quote it throughout the year. I don't know. It's just an extremely quotable film with situations that just apply to everyday life.
So if I take it you haven't seen it, either one of you?
No, I haven't. You know what? I hate to just completely rain on the parade. I finally watched it after all these years, and I think what happened to me is I got caught up in the hype, and it just never. I had all this hype around that film because it's so many favorite people's films, and I'm like, it was good. It was good and well done, and I got a little shit for not ranking it higher than that.
Well, okay. So did you only watch it once? Did you only watch it once?
I only watched it once, yes.
Okay, because it's a movie that upon rewatch, you find more and more things that connect. Like each character is related to another character in some way, whether it be friends or colleagues or roommates or whatever it is. And you just find those little connections the more you watch the film. It's a good watchable film.
Yeah, so it's a story of like what, 6 different groups of people, and the film intercuts between one and the other, and you find out how they all connect with each other. And there's quite a few Star Wars actors in there, including Qui-Gon Jinn.
Liam Neeson's in there, yes.
Liam Neeson
and the kid,
and the son.
His son.
I don't remember his name, but he was in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, as like kind of a throwaway.
He was a first order gunner.
Yeah.
Who died in the first 3 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Liam Neeson there. I'm like, okay, you got my attention. It's Qui-Gon Jinn. Matthew, you had a holiday question for our friends, didn't you?
Yeah, for each of you, what's one toy that you wanted when you were a kid that you didn't get and that you still don't have? For each of you.
Oh. Okay, well, I definitely wanted like a Nintendo, right? Any of the video games. And my parents had like a no video game in the house policy. So I never got like the Super Nintendo, right? The original. However, when I was old enough in my 20s, Richard can attest to this, I did end up getting the Nintendo Wii, and now I have a Nintendo Switch. So I rectified that in my 20s. I was like, wait, I can buy my own video games. And I kind of freaked out.
That's awesome. Richard, how about you, Richard?
Thinking, the thing that comes to mind, and I believe it was like 1974, and I really wanted this Green Goblin Mego action figure. And my mom got me like the other 13 Mego action figures, and didn't get this one. And being a completist, I'm like, but where's Green Goblin? Where's the whole Christmas morning? But where's Green Goblin? She's like, you have like 13 other figures there. And I'm like, but where's Green Goblin? And to this day, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I did that to my mother. She got me so many things that I wanted every single year, but that's the one thing I zeroed in on, and I'll never forgive myself for that.
And that was 1974. Now, did you end up getting the Green Goblin eventually?
I'm sure I did. My birthday's in January, so I'm sure for my birthday I got the Green Goblin.
Oh, but you don't remember?
Yeah,
but I knew I had one. I know I have. I know I had one at one point.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I got it.
Okay.
That might be one of those memories I'm just
I'm
kind of
gonna say-
blocking.
Okay, now here's a question for you. Now, did you feel? How long did it take you to feel bad about that? Did you feel bad in 1974 after Christmas, or was it like years later? You're like, you know what? I was kind of ungrateful that morning.
You know what? I was a very sensitive child, so I think right after I said it, I felt terrible. And it is now December 16th, 2025, and I still haven't gotten over it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was 51 years ago. 51 Christmases ago.
Oh, geez.
Yes,
Well, he's a very sensitive man.
yes. And when they just re-released the big Mego set with Spider-Man and Lizard and Green Goblin, you know what? I wanted to get it, but I saw that Green Goblin and said, no, I can't go back there.
Ah.
It's way too traumatic.
Well, again, I think that's another characteristic that we like about you is that you're sensitive. You have feelings. You know, I think that it's a good characteristic to have. Now, I want to know.
That's a story I don't think I've ever told before.
No, I don't know that
Yeah.
story.
It's a
It's exclusive to a month. Yes.
That's what we try to do. We always try to just pick the brains and go super, super deep. So I'm glad we got something out of you. I wanted to ask you, I sent you a photo of, I know you're a big fan of the Muppet Christmas Carol. And they released this Muppet Christmas Carol Advent Calendar. I don't know why it took them so long to release this. And I was like, how the hell did I miss this? Found out that it retailed $470. And now it's selling on eBay for $500. And I'm like, you know what? I can't pay $500 for an Advent calendar. Did you guys see this in the park, or is it long gone?
Yeah, we were just there, and we did look around. We did ask several people, and they had no idea what we were talking about.
No, and I have never seen this in the park leading up to Christmas either. And they released all the Christmas merchandise well before Halloween.
Yeah, we went from the downtown Disney to Disneyland at DCA, and they said, okay, our friend Cris Macht really wants this. They said, oh, Cris Macht, we know him, but we don't have the calendar.
Well,
really
I appreciate
cool,
you doing the work and making the effort. I think that might have been a Shop Disney exclusive, but I did see traces online to Amazon, and reviews came from October, so I believe it might have sold out quite early. Nancy, you got any other questions for our guests?
Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of Muppet Christmas Carol,
Okay, give me one second there. We're talking to Santa.
Oh, this is top secret. We got to put him on
maybe
mute.
I'll ask Christian first. Are you guys okay now?
What do you say?
Oh, we can just go up and around to get to our car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Santa
we
knows
took
the
extra
way,
notes for Santa. Okay, but now our attention is back to you.
So speaking of Muppet
well, yeah,
Christmas
I mean,
Carol,
Santa's got to get the attention there.
which character are each of you most like? And it could be any character in the film, not just the main ones.
Tiny Tim. No, I don't.
I think Sarah is more like Gonzo, and I'm more like Rizzo.
Oh.
Sarah,
Gonzo.
Okay.
Sarah likes to stay to. Well, Sarah, Gonzo was the narrator.
Oh, okay. I like to stay
And-
to the script.
Yes, you have to stay to the script, and Rizzo was like lighting his tail on fire.
So you mean
does sound
Sarah
like us.
is like Charles Dickens then? Because isn't he Dickens?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
yes.
the Dickens narrator, and that's
Right.
more like you.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I do like a script.
What? And you, okay, so would you guys say that on your hard work that you do on your own show, Skywalking Through Neverland, you guys would be Gonzo and Rizzo from the Muppet Christmas Carol? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah. Wait.
I say that again.
I said, so the hard work that you guys do on your show, Skywalking Through Neverland, would you say that you are kind of like Rizzo and Gonzo in that way. One sticks to
Yeah,
the script,
Sarah
one
likes to stay on script, and I like to veer off, and she likes to.
Well, you like to write the scripts, though.
Yeah.
You're more the Dickens in that case.
Yeah, so it's really a little, a little bit of both. We like to mix and match.
I mean, I can be very Miss Piggy-like, right? I mean,
Yeah,
a
it's
little bit.
yeah, kind of selfish, and if she doesn't get her way, she gets violent.
Very much so.
We have that.
What
on
did you
record.
say?
Yeah.
Watch it, Bob.
All right, hey, last question before we let you guys go is what can Santa bring you guys this year for Christmas?
Friends like the two of you. That's all we want, and they're our
Oh.
friends to be happy.
That's definitely, and
It's not about us. It's about all of our friends, and
Yeah.
that is you and all the support you've given us over the years and helping us out at Rebel Scum Con. So we couldn't ask for better friends. So we want
Likewise, man.
all the good wishes and all the good spirits to go onto you. And I'm hoping you guys are having a good holiday season.
Yeah, we are,
Thank
man.
you.
Again, I want to thank you guys for today. Sarah, you got to answer the question before I let you guys go. What do you want for Christmas? What can Santa from you?
oh my gosh.
But hold on, you didn't ask me the key question. What happened today in Star Wars history?
Oh, what did happen today?
Chris, you want to take this one?
I think
Uh-oh.
Christian froze.
It's the 16th.
It's the 16th of December.
What
This
happened?
is the 9th anniversary of Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Woohoo!
That's right. Yeah, we
9
were talking
years
about that
ago
just before you came on.
of all the times for Chris to freeze.
I know.
Yeah.
But I
Carbonite.
want to wish everyone, if Richard's wishing everyone friends and happiness, I want to wish everyone good health as well.
Peace,
So-
family, and joy, just like the Wookiees.
Yes.
And harmony.
Thank you.
Oh.
And Matthew, it's great to see you.
And
Yeah,
that
it's good to see you
was
both as
the
well.
ghost of Christmas present that just gave us a visit. Well, hey, Merry Christmas to you guys, man. We'll see you next year for sure.
All right. Happy Rogue One Day.
Woo!
Oh, yeah,
And
man.
we'll-
Happy Road One Day. Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys
And we'll
soon.
see you at Rebel Scum?
Yeah, hopefully we see you before that, but definitely a Rebel Scum. Definitely a Rebel Scum.
Okay.
You guys have a
Awesome.
good Happy New Year to you as well.
All right. You too. Take care. Thanks for having us on.
Hey, always, man. Always love having you guys on. All right, without further ado, I am going to bring on the Santa-Lorian. Can't have it. This is our third.
Oh, hey, how are you, Chris? How does the year find you this time of year?
Well, you know what? You don't have the power that Santa has, so you don't know that. I would say that the year finds me very, very, very good. Hopefully you are doing well, and I wanted to ask you this. You've been on the show before. Are you a competitor of Santa?
No, I don't try to compete with Kris Kringle, the Father Christmas. I have my own agenda when it comes to Christmas time, and it usually involves bounties, not necessarily delivering. I deliver a different kind of present.
You deliver, okay, yeah, I can see that. And is it all carbonite?
Carbonite coal, to be specific.
Carbonite coal, so you're like the Krampus.
In a way, I will deliver whatever is necessary for the right price.
Okay, I want to ask you a couple questions here. A couple Christmas-related questions. Where is your holiday cheer meter at? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. It is Rogue One Day. I don't know if that boosted you up a little bit or not. Where would you say you're at with that?
Well, this is my time of year, so I am at a 10 and all this, it goes without saying. This is the highlight of every Santa-Lorian's year. This is where we make our bread and butter.
Are there more? Are there more of you?
Oh, I'm speaking facetiously. The royal we.
Oh, wait, okay. Oh, okay. Now what? Okay. Now you deliver bounties. What about your holiday stress meter? Where's that at?
Oh, well, as you can see, you've caught me in my civilian attire. The armor is at the cleaners at the moment. I had to, I had a little bit of a run-in recently with a bad bounty, so I had to take a short break between stops and recover for a few. But I'll be back on that trail, and I'll be spreading that holiday cheer the Mandalorian way, because this is the sleigh.
This is the sleigh. I like that. Now, but are you find yourself very stressed out this time of year, or okay?
Stress is not necessarily in the Mandalorian creed. We do what we must, and we just make things happen. So stress is not really something I worry too much about.
What do you want from Santa this year? Does Santa bring you things, or does he?
Oh yes, Santa. Even in my line of work, Santa still ends up being very good to me. Me and him, we have an understanding. Let's just say. So he has the tendency to help the Santalorian out in his own way.
Okay, that's good to know that he helps you out, and that you guys are not competitors.
He's got a very detailed database that he will occasionally let me take advantage of.
Would you say that this is the most wonderful time of the year?
The most wonderful time of year?
Yes.
It can be. It has, like every season, there's its ups and downs, but but for the most part, absolutely. Okay, I've always considered it a very fantastical time of year. So sure, let's go with that.
Now I don't know what realm you travel in, but have you ever had a toadstool sauerkraut sandwich before?
Toadstool sauerkraut sandwich? No.
Yes.
I can't say that I have. I have had a Twinkie wiener sandwich before, though.
A Twinkie wiener sandwich. Now,
Have you ever had one of those?
Did somebody leave that out for you?
It's a Weird Al specialty. You take a Twinkie, you slice it down the middle, you shove a hot dog in it, and you cover it with Cheese Whiz.
Okay, so you mentioned Weird Al. Okay, so what is the Santalorian's #1 Christmas song? Are you a big fan of Christmas in the Stars?
Christmas in the Stars is always on the playlist, but if you want to talk about Weird Al, a nice one for this time of year is Christmas at Ground Zero.
Yeah, I keep hearing about that song. For the first time, I keep hearing about that song.
Yes, it's a must listen. Once you hear it, it'll quickly rise the charts on your favorite Christmas song list.
Now, what about figgy pudding? Have you had any of that before?
Figgy pudding can go do its thing. It doesn't require my presence.
No. Why? Why so? This is a show for 21 and over, so you can express your.
Well, I have other devices that I like to entertain when it comes to the meals and sweets and treats.
Now, do you prefer bourbon or rum in your eggnog?
In the eggnog, always a rum, man. Always the rum.
Oh, always a rum. Always. And this is the sleigh.
This is the sleigh.
One last question for you. Do you know, now you deal with a lot of people. You deal with a lot of bounties. Who do you consider the biggest heel? The biggest heel. Do you have somebody that's at the top of that list?
Heel? Like one that like a bounty that may have been eluding me, or just in general?
Just the biggest asshole that you know.
Oh, well. Good. I am not. I try to keep my disparaging enemies a secret because I don't want to lead them on that I might be on their trail soon. So I try to keep that to myself.
Yeah, and it is the most wonderful time of the year, and we don't, Santa was on, or one of many Santas was on earlier, and he said he finds the good
Although I will say,
in
I'm
everybody.
not a big fan of folks that give empty boxes as presents.
Oh, empty boxes as presents.
Yes, I think you might know what I'm talking about.
I think that might be karma for my friend Sean Hines. I don't know if you know Sean Hines or not, but you're a good friend of mine. He comes to my Star Wars Christmas parties every year, and this son of a bitch, I'm getting tired of him cleaning up every year. He gets the best damn gift, and I think because I gave the worst gift ever. It was an empty box, so you're not a fan of that. I'm still paying the price for that. That is Christmas karma.
Well, yeah, so yeah, I've heard of this Mr. Hines fellow before. He's actually quite a good guy as far as I'm concerned. Not sure why you have. So, it sounds like he's a lucky fella. It just sounds like he might have had a bad roll of the dice at these present exchanges. It sounds like.
Yes, he is very, very, very nice guy. Very, very lucky in that regard. I got to ask you, Santa, it's Rogue One Day, really, December 16th. Again, it would have been my dad's 80th birthday, so I can't just say that they solely belongs to Rogue One. But what do you rate that film on your list, all-time Star Wars films? I know there's no Mandos in that film. I don't know if that makes a difference for you or not.
Not necessarily. Mandalorian presence is not always required for a great film. As we all know, great films are great stories. We have to have the great story when we're talking about things of that nature. So, but for me, it's always going as fantastic and wonderful as Rogue One is. It'll always be at least number 4 because the original 3 movies occupy the first 3 spots. And they're locked in. Nothing will ever rotate them out.
You know what? Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if I wholeheartedly agree with that, but as you would say, this is the sleigh. Well, hey,
well, yes, of course.
It's Mandalorian, 2 different people. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day, because I know you have a busy schedule with all your bounty. And I know, I'm sure your bounty is either used for gifts or it's either used to buy gifts. What's the one thing that you would like most for Christmas this year?
Oh, let's see. I would very much like to get. Always a loaded question. This is when it comes to this time of year.
You've been hanging out with Yoda. That sounded like
Well, a friend of mine has a little infant version of that character, of that gentleman, and he's just starting to say his first few words, and I guess I'm starting to pick up on his lingo, if you will. But I would say I would like to see, rather, I'll just a little out of character for myself. I wish that good health on everybody for this year. More importantly than that, and I wish for folks, whether they're naughty or nice, learn to get along and be more friendly with each other in general. But as far as a personal gift for me, well, I just want some Star Wars toys and action figures. Yeah, not just keeping it simple. In that department.
Yeah, I can see that. You know what? Everybody should be nice to one another, and wishing good health for everybody. Not only those 2 things during this time of the year, but all through the year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because after all, I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
And of course, this is the sleigh. Hey, Santa, hopefully we'll see you at the Star Wars Christmas party this Saturday. If you're not busy, stop on by my place, and we'd love to have you here.
I'll have to see if I have enough jet fuel left in the sleigh to make it over there, but chances just might be good.
I know if you don't make it here, my good friend Sean Hines will be here. So, hey, Merry Christmas, Santa Lorian. We'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Hopefully I'll see you Saturday.
Merry Christmas, Chris, and Merry Christmas to all the Mocktail Nation folks.
Cheers, Santa. Thanks again for being on the show. Hey, Matthew, you know what? I want to ask you before I let you go, before we wrap it up here, I wanted to ask you, have you seen all the... So I feel like, it's the Christmas show. The train ran late. The train's running late. We're going a little bit over that hour mark. But I wanted to ask you, have you seen all the Jim Henson holiday specials?
I don't think so. No. Nope.
Hey, have you seen more than the Muppet Christmas Carol?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. As a kid, I probably watched stuff, but I don't know off the top of my head. No.
I would say, if you can track some down, I would highly recommend The Christmas Toy, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, and The Muppet Family Christmas. Those are not to be missed. And we will talk about that Jim Henson documentary next year for sure. Okay. Still need to do that. I know that one got away from us this year. That might even been the last year and a half, So, well, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for co-hosting the show and producing it. And we will see you sooner than later.
All right.
Remember, there's something in the mail. So, like I said, let me know when you get it. We'll see what we're going to do with that. I want to thank all my guests for being on the show tonight. Hey, producer, brother Rich Brendel is checking in. I want to thank my brother Ian Basic for joining the show. I want to thank Santa number 1 and Santa number 2, Richard and Sarah, producer Matthew Rooney, and the Santa Lorian. And don't forget, guys, at Alulu Brewing in Chicago, this Thursday, there will be Star Wars trivia with brothers Barry Harmon and brother Tyler Page. And we will catch you guys next time on another episode of Mocktails from the Cantina Live. Merry Christmas. So long, everybody.